have the highest quality of creative people here in the UK, and in my opinion, the best crews in the world. It means that it's possible to leave the safety of California, come into the UK and not expect any kind of reduction or any kind of sacrifice in the quality that one can expect in the finished film. If one looks at, I mean, from the early days, from Batman and Indiana Jones, Star Wars, right the way through to Mission Impossible, to The Mummy, to Entrapment, to all of those, Notting Hill, Star Wars, the new Phantom Menace, they were all made here, shot here, with overwhelming numbers of UK crews.
I've made 3 movies with British crews. I've shot all over India, all over Morocco, out in the Sahara Desert, in Canada. I've been everywhere with them. So they're great crews, great crews.
I've done one film in the United States in the last 10 years, and I've also done about 5 or 6 television episodes in the States, but I've done them all with a British crew. I actually brought all the heads of department and all of my major crew members from England to work in the United States. I mean, I had to work in a place where I could only bring them, but that's how strong the loyalty is for us.
Stephen and I used to comment quite frequently that we could somehow manage to begin a day at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning and be finished by 5 or 6 in the afternoon. Where in the United States, there's a tendency to just go into constant overtime. You're working a minimum of 12-hour days, and oftentimes you could get equally the work done in England in a 10-hour day.
The British film industry is both big and quite small. Matthew Modine came in to film for one day on Notting Hill. And he knew 5 members of the crew. He'd just flown over from Ireland. He's only made 3 or 2 British films. I think he made the Browning version recently or something. And, he knew the costume designer, he knew the person who was doing PR, and he knew one of the grips. And again, he was immediately into an intimate little group that he liked and who liked him.
Tom Cruise, when he made Mission Impossible, came here specifically after we made Interview with the Vampire to work with the crew that made Interview with the Vampire. And when I say crew, I'm not talking about the DP or the editor necessarily. I'm talking about continuity, I'm talking about hair and makeup, I'm talking about the construction people. They're the people, the assistant directors. We have some of the best first and second assistant directors in the world, and they're the people that people want to work with when they come to Britain.
I think there was more than sufficient expertise in the crew that we brought out of the United Kingdom to work on Titanic. Our stunt coordinator came from there, who not only performed all of the incredible stunts that we did safely, but he brought a reality to them that was very hard to match, and he did a great job in that. Our whole art department, Peter Lamont and the prop boys, and a lot of people in our hair and makeup and wardrobe, they all came to it and brought the highest level of expertise to the movie that we could ever have asked for.
The depth of crafts people in England, in many ways, it's an art form that's far superior than what exists here often, because there's many generations of people moving through the Plasters Union, the Carpentry Union, in a way that doesn't really exist in this country any longer. So although there may be more movies being made here on a regular basis, so that keeps crews moving, in England I find that there's a real depth to the artistry, which is something that becomes very attractive, especially when you're dealing with extensive set building and construction and that kind of thing.
The skill base is one of the key factors. The carpenters and the plasterers and all the people that are necessary to build large sets can be found here in London. It's one of the few places outside of Hollywood where they have that set of skills.
The quality of the craft is unbelievable. Peter Lamont, who designed this, did Titanic. Simon Crane, who's stunt coordinator, did Private Ryan. And so these are the best people in the world, and all the way down the crew, these are really top-class people.
Well, my feeling is that so many filmmakers love working here because of the wealth of talent available. We have actors that are world famous. We have technicians who are not only creative but very hardworking and very committed, very good people to work with. And we obviously have the talent in areas such as visual effects, so that the imagination, the creativity behind the workforce here is something that people want to come to London for.